Physically? I have not. So there's videos in this place. Whoever said that, sir. And by the way, I've been filming for over 35 minutes. Okay. So that's a lie. Whoever made that call.
I was in the drive-thru back there. Yeah, but not like really the asphalt part of it. Like you see these rocks behind you.
Yeah.
So they have those rocks
like
alongside that gate or whatever that is right there.
You were coming at me. You did a U-turn behind me. How did you know my lights were off? Why would you do a U-turn? I wasn't swerving. Was I doing anything? Did you see my eyes from inside the car as you were doing a U-turn? You saw my bloodshot eyes?
A single camera enters a Polk County Family Services lobby, and suddenly the routine hum flips to lockdown mode staff flash HIPAA. Call the cops, and a deputy plants his hand on his sidearm while demanding ID. Milliseconds later, the auditor's live stream is rolling, and the question hanging in the air is whether filming in a public office has become grounds for handcuffs in Florida.
Oh, police officer, good. Can I speak with you, sir? Could you please inform these people that as long as I don't interfere with them, I have the right to film there? They're stopping the service. They're interfering with my job at this point. So please, Deputy, what's your name? Grand? Yep. Deputy Grand, with all due respect, you took
what job are they interfering with? If you don't mind
I'm working on a big video that's going to be published, and they're stopping the business here to interfere with my job while I'm not interfering with them. Okay. So I'm respectfully not filming people or children or anything. I'm working on a video about them. So they need to respect the law and the First Amendment, pretty much.
Just
as long as I'm
hold on. Just don't video inside the bathrooms because that'd be considered
correct.
Video
Yeah.
voyeurism, and you can't have access to the area that the public can have access to in video. However, we're getting allegations now that you're pushing people.
I'm not. I have pushing.
Correct.
Physically? I have not. So there's videos in this place. Whoever said that, sir. And by the way, I've been filming for over 35 minutes. Okay. So that's a lie. Whoever made that call, I did not. Yes, you did. I said, I'm the why you're going to learn about our rights. And that's why he's here. Unfortunately, he's here. So you can go ahead and say anything you want, but this video is going to be published, and there's thousands of people that are watching our videos. I would never break the law. I respect more than anything policies and private places. This is if this was a private place and they tell me you can't film, I'll be more than glad to leave because I don't run a place like that. But you guys respectfully, ma'am. I told you I don't need to. I don't need to. This exactly. That's all. Oh, there you go. Thank you, officer.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
But you coming in here for service.
I don't need to. You don't understand what he's saying? Okay, so please let him speak. Don't interfere with his investigation. That's a crime. Give him a break.
The Lakeland Police Department is on their way. They're going to talk to you more in depth. I'm just making sure we don't have a crime here of you pushing anybody.
But no, I did not. No.
Push anybody?
He just threatened.
No, I did.
And that we're gonna see what's gonna happen, and then he said that I was gonna get fired. So.
Oh, exactly. She's gonna. Yeah, that's not a.
Like, really?
She's a liar.
Unfortunately, I think what she's talking about is HIPAA.
Yes.
Right.
HIPAA.
He's in here.
Explain to them what HIPAA is.
HIPAA law. We know what HIPAA is.
Well,
there's
I can't.
Information that I've been asking my clients, and he's recording.
That means.
I'm asking social. I'm asking.
Let her speak.
Numbers. I'm asking information about my clients.
There's private information.
HIPAA? There's no way that I can violate HIPAA. You guys can. I'm not medical staff. I'm not medical staff.
Yes, you are.
I'm not medical staff. It's your job to secure information.
For service, you're not.
I have policies that I have to follow when I publish these videos. I'm not gonna publish anything that violates anyone's privacy. But you see, you guys have to respect me.
What's your angle here?
I'm just trying to bring awareness on our rights, sir. You know, you guys took an oath to that. I don't have anything, any heart.
I'm curious if you actually have legit business to be here.
I do.
Okay.
I do. These videos are being taxed.
Are you about to go to probation or anything like that?
That's the first place I went, and they were more than nice to me, and they said, yes, sir, you have the right to be here and film. So what's the difference about probation and children and family?
That I can answer. When you came to our lobby, we weren't asking.
No, this is our lobby. You don't understanding that.
When you came to the probation lobby, you were asking questions. They gave you the right to do that. But when you're in there and you're recording them, they're saying HIPAA stuff.
They don't give me the right. I have the right automatically.
There's HIPAA
It does-
law that you're violating with my clients.
You're not-
While I was helping them.
Sir, could you please-
are recording them.
You please inform her that there's no way I could violate HIPAA.
Yes,
I'm
you're
not medical.
recording.
I'm not medical staff.
You're recording. That's
I'm not-
my client's
I'm not-
personal information.
That's no one here is a client. Okay.
Yes, they are. They're
People,
clients.
people are receiving paid services.
Sir, can I explain something to you?
Sure.
Okay, you're flirting between the fine line of disorderly conduct.
No, I'm not. I'm just standing. No. Hold
Everybody's
it.
watching.
Hold it right there. I'm defending my rights. I'm defending my rights. Disorderly. I know exactly that this Florida statute. What's the Florida statute for disorderly conduct?
I'm just letting you know you're flirting with it at
No.
this point in time.
No, I'm not.
Because you're
I'm
making
being.
people feel uneasy.
Well,
and causing great emotional distress.
Their feelings have nothing to do with me. You see, they're giving me emotional distress when they're violating my First Amendment right. So let's make sure that we retract that.
They asked you nicely not to.
And those were my specific words, Sheriff. I said I would like to nicely refuse. Those were my specific words. So you're more than glad to stick around, but they need to understand that you took an oath to protect
Correct.
my right
And I'm
to
making
him.
sure there's not a crime being committed.
There's not a crime, and they're lying. That Puerto Rican girl is lying about me making threats. So I'm gonna make sure that all 1,000. Well, we have over 100 million views on the internet. I would never make. I would never go and break the law. 100 million people.
1054. I'm 1012. And
The police is here. I'm gonna go talk to them. What's up, brother? I'm just working on a video at the Children's and Family place. The sheriff. I just spoke to the sheriff. He says just making sure that a crime wasn't being committed.
Okay.
I'm not being disorderly. I'm not breaking the law.
Okay.
All right, watch out. You all right? They think I'm violating HIPAA, but I'm not medical staff. How you doing, Sergeant? Can I have your name? Yeah, I'm doing a
Do you have
video.
your ID on you?
Am I being detained?
Mhm.
For what crime?
Trespassing at this point.
Well,
Your ID?
hold on, ma'am. Let me explain to you something. I'm part of the press.
Can
I
I
don't,
have
I
your
don't, I don't have my ID on me.
Okay.
You guys.
What's your name? They want you trespass.
Hold on. Let me speak for a second,
What
sir.
is your name? They want you trespass.
The sheriff said that I was okay to film. So
Deputy Grant was here to show the warrant. I went about for
he said as long as I'm not breaking the law, they can't trespass me from a public place, ma'am.
Chief Taylor, if you would like to know.
Yeah,
something.
you guys have no right to ask for ID in a public building. I'm not breaking the law. You can't do anything
Okay.
to me.
Give me one second.
Sounds good.
So you agree with this?
My name is Officer Ogden Benson,
You
283.
you agree with this?
They're requesting you to be trespassed.
I'm illegally detained right now. You know that, right?
Okay.
This is an illegal detainment.
Okay.
You guys are breaking the law.
Okay.
Yeah, you are. Why is your hand on your firearm, though?
Because I'm rushing it. You
Oh.
want me to move it?
Imagine. Yes, please. Yes,
You know
please.
what? You can do that. That's
You
just
guys are breaking the law. You're trespassing some. I have the right to speak.
Then focus on.
I have the right to speak. You see? No, stop talking, she said. I have no right to speak.
She's talking to him right now.
I have no right to speak.
Oh, you have a right to speak, but right now
And the
she's
same right that gives me my right to speak gives me the right of freedom of the press. As long as I'm not breaking the law, you guys can't interfere with me.
Okay.
I'm a photographer, and by the way, there's thousands of people watching our videos. I'm not rude. I'm not breaking the law. So this is an illegal detention, what you guys are doing right now.
Say you're rude.
This is an illegal detainment, what you guys are doing right now. And I'm gonna put the biggest complaint on you.
Okay.
Okay? What's your name?
You didn't have to give me your name. Why do I have to give you
I
my
don't,
name?
because you work for the state. You work for us.
Philip H. Cote.
All right.
C-O-T-E.
Thank you. Illegally detained over here in Lakeland, Polk County, where people have no rights. You see, your sheriff, Grady Judd, says, what does he say when people break into people's houses in Polk County? What does he encourage the people to do?
Very careful with where you're going down, bro.
I'm asking you a question. What does the...
Multiple different things.
The other day, he didn't tell me.
Well, he says it all the time on TV. So
Says
that's because we have the Second Amendment, right?
Yep.
The same right that gives you the Second Amendment, the First Amendment gives me the right to carry my camera in a public building as long as I'm not interfering with their service. They have no authority to tell me to leave.
They gotta do trespass.
They can't. This is not Walmart. You see, you don't even know the difference between public property and private property. I'm not. You didn't even.
He's saying he is requesting that you
He could be lying, dude. I have all on video. Does he have a video? Does he have that on video? No, I do.
I believe believe you reported him, so you probably should have.
Exactly. That's fine. You guys can illegally detain me. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna sue you guys.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Are you a good cop? Could you save me? I'm being illegally detained. Oh, he's laughing at that.
No, he's
I'm not a Second Amendment auditor. Exactly. So if you know exactly what I'm doing, how are you guys trespassing me from a public place? You guys should know better than that.
Based on what the staff is saying.
No, listen, you have to investigate, bro. You don't just show up. You don't just... No, it's not. No, it's not. What law? What Florida statute says that I can't film in public place? Tell me.
But they can ask you to leave, though.
No, they can ask, but I can nicely refuse. You see,
That's why we trespass.
you're crazy, bro. Go ahead and trespass me, but illegally. You're trespassing me illegally. Okay. I'm gonna sue you guys. You know this? It's not good, bro. It's gonna cost your city, and then I'm gonna donate all the money. That's what's gonna happen. Is he a superior? I've been illegally detained, sir. Could you please help me out?
You're about to be legally arrested.
For what crime?
Until they finish the investigation.
For what crime? I've done nothing wrong.
Of course you have.
Please vacate the premise.
I'm gonna sue you guys. You know that?
Okay.
How do you feel about that? That's terrible.
Stand in line. You're not the first one in my life.
Oh,
So, can you please walk?
I'm in a public sidewalk now. Oh, am I supposed to leave the sidewalk too?
Okay. Do not get back on the property.
That property belongs to us. I'm not going to because you guys are criminals who just illegally detained me for no reason. I haven't broken the law at all. At all. I haven't been disorderly. I know the Florida statute. I haven't been disorderly at all. Enjoy your walk of shame. Enjoy your walk of shame. Yep. And enjoy your walk of shame. She probably gets gangbanged by all these guys.
Public space is public space until fear redraws the lines. When policy replaces statute and ID demands outrun probable cause, remember calm narration, clear statute numbers, and an unblinking lens are your best armor. Rights survive only when someone keeps recording, so stay poised and let the footage make the arguments the badge should already know. And sometimes, it only takes a camera and a sidewalk for those lines to blur all over again. A routine curbside stroll turns tense when a bank dials 911, claiming a mystery man with a camera went inside and scoped out cars. Ottawa police roll up, hands hovering near holsters only to learn the auditor never crossed the threshold. Stay tuned as miscommunication, ID demands, and one tired deputy collide on a sunny Illinois sidewalk.
What's going on, man?
What you doing?
Just hanging out.
Hanging out?
Yeah. What's the problem?
They said you were in the bank earlier videoing inside the bank across the street here.
This bank right here?
Yeah, that one.
They said I was inside.
Yeah, they said you went inside and that you were also recording, or you were like filming their cars out here.
Yeah, I mean I'm recording, but if they said I was went inside, then that's a false report, right? Because I never went in. I mean, if you.
I'm just telling you.
Oh.
I'm telling you what I'm being told. So I don't know. I didn't talk to them. I have their dispatchers talk to us. But
Oh, so you're gonna go see just to confirm? Because I don't think nobody could have told you I went inside. I never went inside.
You never went inside the bank?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Did you record the outside of the bank?
Yeah. I'm all over the place with the recording. Yeah, definitely so.
Okay. Did you ever step foot on their property? Did you go through the drive-through?
I was in the drive-through back there.
You were in the drive-through
but
back
not like really the asphalt part of it. Like you see these rocks behind you.
Yeah.
So they have those rocks
Like where
alongside that gate or whatever that is right there.
Oh, like over by the power pole?
Yeah. I was standing like on those rocks. Yeah.
Okay. Well, those rocks, it looks like, according to our mapping system, is part of their property.
Well, you know what, to be honest with you, officer, no one, I understand what you're saying, but no one even said anything about I couldn't be on their property. Like, the people, the personnel here didn't even come out and speak to me, so.
Did you see someone look at you or something?
Yeah, I seen a couple of young ladies, like, in the window right here, like,
Okay.
like the drive-through windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen them, but a couple of customers, no one came out and said anything, though.
Okay. Did you come here in a car? They said they were worried about a car in the parking lot, too.
I don't know, maybe one of these cars before I got here. Yeah.
No, you didn't. None of these cars in the parking lot that were yours, right?
Yeah, I don't want to really get into that type of question there, right there. Also, I mean, I just.
Well, if it determines that one of the cars that they're worried about is your car, and if it's in their property, they can have it towed while it's being on private property.
Yeah, I understand.
So that's why I'm asking. So
I understand, but
if you showed up with a car, it's not the end of the world. I don't care if you showed up in a car. It's just they were worried about a car and worried about you filming. So that's.
Oh, okay.
why I'm here talking to you.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like I said, but if you want to check with them, man, because like I say, I never went inside.
No.
That's shocking for them to say that, but.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you like one of those like First Amendment auditors? We go around and just report things?
Just some person walking around exercising rights, you know what I mean? You support the Constitution, all right?
You're good. You can do whatever you want. As long as you're not going on private property where you're not allowed to go. Like, so this is considered their property.
Whoa, these people right here?
No, this business right here.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So this is considered like their portion of the parking lot according
Right.
to our mapping system. So that's why we're as long as
Right
you're
there,
not,
though, not this sidewalk.
So this portion of the parking lot, it looks like it's part of them too.
Yeah, but this is a whole nother entity.
Yeah. This is somebody else. This isn't what called out you. It was the bank.
Right. So I'm good right here.
Yeah, as long as you don't go back on their property is what I'm saying, then you're all good to go. As long as you're on the sidewalk.
I mean, if you want to, what's your name, officer? How do you pronounce it?
Wiedemann.
Wiedemann. Your badge number, sir?
49.
49. Appreciate it. I mean, like I said, if you want to confirm it, because in order for me to like they said, we don't want you on your property. No one told me that.
Okay.
So, but I mean, so in all reality, technically, I can go on their property until I'm told not to.
That is correct.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, like I said, if you want to confirm
let me go
it.
talk to them and see what they got to say there, my man. Okay.
Okay, for sure.
There's been some sort of a miscommunication where what I was told was not actually happening. So you're right. They said you never went in there. It's unfortunate. But they did say you were standing over by the rocks, which I know you told me you were standing over by the rocks. So they say that their property is this parking lot, along with everything on the alley that's back there.
Okay.
Obviously, that includes the sidewalk and the drive-ups and everything else like that that's there too. Anything on the sidewalk that's to the south with that grass would be considered their property.
Over here, over here on this sidewalk.
Yep, that would be considered their property because you're going back on their side. If you go to the other side where that pole is, that's like the right of way. So like people are allowed.
So this sidewalk is not their property.
No, that's public property.
Huh?
That's
this sidewalk.
The sidewalk is in front here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the same one, officer? I don't think that we are.
Which one are you talking about?
Let me go see. Yeah, because I don't think. Let me see. Because so obviously they saying these bushes and rocks and things.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I probably can go for that with the flagpole and everything right there. But this sidewalk, this ain't their property.
No, this is public property.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying this was.
What I'm saying is, you see the parking sign there?
Parking. Okay, I see the parking sign.
Anything on that south side of that sidewalk towards that parking sign where the light poles are and the bushes.
Right.
Of
course, but not the sidewalk itself.
Yep, not the sidewalk itself,
Okay.
and then obviously not anything to your right here. All that's like they're called the right of way, so it's the berm, so people can go there.
Public
it's
easement.
It's like it's the people that they have the utility companies. They come out, they're able to kind of go through and do the utility stuff. Okay?
Right. But we can stand here though.
Yeah.
Oh, right, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So they did admit that I didn't go in because I'm about to say that's like a false report, man.
Well,
getting into
I was
that.
telling them, so I get information from somebody else.
Dispatch.
And there's 3 of them that tell me the information. So if one person gets one piece and another person gets another piece, I don't get the full story.
Right.
So sometimes it's misconstrued the way that it comes out.
Right.
So that's why I said I will talk to them. But they, just like you said, that you never went in there.
Right. Their main concern was just me filming.
Yeah.
But did you educate them on our First Amendment right to record?
I told them that you're allowed to record as long as
Because you was
you're
in there
on the
quite some time, officer.
What's that?
I said you was in there quite some time, like you was trying to break it down to them.
So they are upset because obviously with them being a bank, people like to scope out banks to figure out the best way to rob them and stuff like that. So that's what their concern was with you filming. Like I explained to them, you're one of those like First Amendment auditors. You go around and just film things as long as you're on the public way and or on somebody's property that doesn't want you to go. Like the dental lab here.
Yeah.
As long as they don't say, hey, we want this gentleman taken off our property, which I feel like if you showed up and it said, hey, the dental lab wants you to go.
Of course I
feel like
would.
you lose.
Of course I
like
would.
you wouldn't be a problem, right?
I definitely would.
So as long as you abide by those and you don't go back on their property, we won't have any more issues.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Okay.
Is your partner here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were on calls for a while.
Really? He looked like he's sleep. Officer, you look sleepy, man. He walking up with his hat on too. Like you ready to catch a nap or two.
It's been a long day. We've been here since 6 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we still got just less than 2 hours to go.
2 more hours. And you go home and knock it on out.
Yep,
Hey,
knock it out, come on back.
What's your name, officer, and badge number?
58.
Appreciate that. If I could just get the CAD number, then I'll be good to go.
You'll have to FOIA that. I don't have it with me.
Really? You can't get it from dispatch? Because the cops always do.
You want a copy of it?
Not the copy, just the numbers, just the CAD numbers. Yeah, you can just jot it down. Yeah.
I'm gonna yell it to you. Can you remember? Are you recording?
Can you write it?
I'll yell it right to your phone, not yell it.
Right.
You
for
go
sure.
back and listen to it.
Yeah, I will.
False reports can summon flashing lights, but clear footage and calm questions keep cuffs at bay. When he went inside, melts under a body cam review, Remember, stay on the public easement, know the trespass line, and let the record roll. In the end, transparency costs less than towing and tired deputies head home. Lesson in hand. But not every officer learns that lesson in time, and sometimes the calendar turns before accountability does. New Year's Eve. Brooklyn, a quiet sidewalk turns explosive when officers accuse 3 men of drinking alcohol in public. No investigation, no victims, just immediate handcuff commands. One auditor tries to record, another is seized, ribs punched, phone yanked. Within seconds, the scene devolves into body slams, ID demands, and a swarm of uniforms who seem to forget that cameras roll in both directions.
I haven't had anything to drink. I've told you 3 times. I don't have anything to drink.
Okay.
My eyes are glassy. You want to check my what?
I want to check your eyes real quick, make sure it's safe.
You want to check my eyes? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Checking my eyes. All right, let me out. You're impeding.
Open up the door.
You're impeding my
Sir,
exit.
open up the door.
Take your hand off my car.
Open up the door.
I'm going to take your hand off my car.
Sir, open up the door. Step right back here. You can set your phone there. You can record all you want. You're being
I'm recording.
right
I'm
now,
not putting
so-
my phone down.
Okay. Have you had anything to drink tonight?
You asked me 3 times. I've told you no every time.
Okay. There's no reason for you to be upset. I'm just trying to
There
make
is a
sure
reason
that
for me to be upset. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to make sure the streets are safe. All right.
They're fine. Because you're fucking around. You're pulling people over for no reason. This isn't safe. Look, you're blocking.
You don't have lights on.
All right, well, write me a ticket. Do your job. You're blocking the
Are you on any medication?
Fuck you. I'm not telling you shit.
Okay. Do you have anything physically?
I'm not speaking anymore.
Do you have anything physically
Lawyer.
or medically wrong with you?
Lawyer.
You're not under arrest right now.
I'm
so
not
there's,
speaking.
There's no reason for
And I have the right to remain silent. So
You're not under arrest, so your
I
Miranda
don't
rights
care.
don't apply.
But I still have the right to remain silent, right?
You can choose whatever you want. Are
Okay,
you
I'm
on any
not speaking.
medication?
Supervisor. Get your supervisor.
That's fine.
What's your name and badge number?
One thing at a time.
What's your name and badge number?
Officer Daly 3504.
All right, get your supervisor out here. Write me a ticket for the lights. I told you, I just traded it in. It's the first time I've driven it. I'll correct it by the time we go to court. Tell me about my glossy eyes. Your eyes are glossy too. You've been drinking?
Okay.
How many drinks did you have tonight?
What dealer are you?
How many drinks did you have tonight?
What dealer do you?
How many drinks did you have tonight?
What dealer?
How many drinks did you have tonight? Your eyes are glossy.
What dealer?
I don't trust you. I don't believe you. Get your supervisor. I think you've been
My
drinking.
supervisor's on the way.
All right, I think you've been drinking.
There's no reason to cause a scene out
I'm
here.
not causing a scene. You're the one
I'm just
causing a
trying to make
scene.
sure that it's safe for you to
I'm
be
not
driving.
causing a scene. It is safe for me to drive. If you want me to park it because my lights aren't on, I didn't know that. I just traded the car in. I'm a dealer. Oh, another one. Here we go. Why are your eyes glossy? Have you been drinking? What medications are you on? What medications are you on?
What dealer are you running from?
I told you I'm not answering any more questions. I'm not speaking.
Okay, well, is it on the back of the tag?
I'll answer your supervisor.
Fine, you know what?
Name and badge number.
Officer Golia.
Okay. Why are you here?
I'm here to assist in all.
In what? Harassing me? How many does it take to harass?
Do you own this dealership?
Confiscating my tag? Great. What?
You said you got the car today.
Check your camera. I said I haven't had anything to drink 4 times, and I said I got the car today on a trade-in. You know, how many times do I need to repeat myself?
Just clarifying, making sure.
Well, let's get the supervisor out here. I don't want to stay
He's
there.
on the way.
I'm freezing. Why am I here? Why am I standing in the cold still?
I'd like to check your eyes real quick and make sure it's safe for you to be driving.
Look at my eyes. You've
Okay.
already checked them. How many times do you need to check them?
I just want to check your eyes and then you'll be good to go. As long
What do
as
you mean you want to check my eyes? You're looking at
I wanna
them.
do
Look
a
how
test.
close
I
you
wanna
are to
do
me.
a test on your eyes.
Look how close.
It's
What do you
called
mean
the
a
horizontal
test?
gaze nystagmus test.
You're not fucking
It's a
doing
series
anything.
of
You're
passes
not doing shit.
where you check your eyes.
You pulled me because I don't have any lights on my back. What does that got to do? Was I swerving? What makes you think I'm intoxicated?
Sir, I was behind you
What?
for a block and a half.
Yeah, I know. I saw you. I saw you come around and you did a U-turn. You did a U-turn before you even saw the back of my car. You were coming at me. You did a U-turn behind me. How did you know my lights were off? Why would you do a U-turn? I wasn't swerving. Was I doing anything? Did you see my eyes from inside the car as you were doing a U-turn? You saw my bloodshot eyes?
Man, just stay up on the curb for me.
The red.
Yeah. See? This is a fucking joke, man. It's a fucking joke.
Check your eyes real quick.
You're checking them. You're checking them.
Okay, can I do a series of passes to make sure
You can't do
your eyes
anything. You can't do anything. Okay?
Are you on any medication?
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Do you have anything
Fuck
physically
you.
or medically wrong with
Fuck
you?
you.
Well, I don't know why you're acting like that.
Because I'm cold. I want to go pick up my girlfriend. She's waiting for me.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure the streets are safe.
Well, how are they unsafe?
I'm trying to make sure that you're not intoxicated.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
What did I do to deserve that?
What did you do? How long have we been here? How long have we been here?
Sir, you're the one that's prolonging this. If I can
No, I'm
check your
not.
eyes and get you on your way, then
No,
we can get you on
I'm not
your way.
prolonging shit.
Okay.
Look in my eyes. Do you see them?
Do you know?
Do you see my eyes?
What's your highest level of education?
What the fuck does that matter? What's yours?
I'm asking you a question. What's your highest level of education?
I dropped out of kindergarten.
Okay. Do you know
Okay.
the alphabet?
Nope.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know the alphabet. Do you know the
Do you have any
alphabet?
problem? Yeah, I do.
Do you know the alphabet?
I do.
Okay, tell me. Stand on one foot and tell me the alphabet.
Do you have any problems walking?
Have you been drinking tonight?
I have not.
You seem like you're intoxicated.
Okay.
Your eyes are glossy. You look like you haven't slept in days. Are you on cocaine right now?
Do you have any problems walking? Can we do a walking test for me?
Well, I'm freezing, so my feet are numb, so maybe I do. Let's go to the hospital.
Will you attempt to
Let's do a blood test. Come on, let's go do a blood test.
That's an option.
Yeah, let's go do a blood test. Come on, let's go do a blood test. I'll call my girlfriend. I'll say, I can't come pick you up. She's been drinking. She wants me to go pick her up. But I can't go pick up somebody and get them to safety because you want to take me to the hospital and do a blood test. I've told you I didn't have any drinks today. I've been working for 15 hours. I just got off work. I'm going to pick up my girlfriend from the Cavalier. She had a couple of drinks, doesn't want to drive. Cool, I'll come get you, baby. I'm on my way to the Cavalier to go pick her up and bring her home. Now, 15 minutes, she's standing in the cold. I'm standing in the cold. He's telling me, I'm trying to write you a ticket. Well, go write me a fucking ticket. 15 minutes in the cold. What's going on?
He's just trying to do his job.
But why did he pull me over?
He told you your lights were.
He was coming at me and did a U-turn. He didn't see my tail lights.
Well, were your lights on?
My headlights?
Were your lights on?
My headlights are on. I just
Were your
traded.
tail lights on?
I don't know. I just traded this car in.
So how do you know if he saw them?
Because he spun around before I even passed him. He was pulling me over before I even passed him. And then he followed me and pulled me over. Yeah, he saw my tail light. I didn't know that.
He had a legal reason to pull you over.
Of course he did. But why 15 minutes does he want to say I'm drunk and say I'm intoxicated and say my eyes are glossy? Everyone's eyes are glossy. It's freezing. My eyes are watering. His eyes are glossy.
Okay, he's just doing his job.
Okay, well, go. He can go in his car and write a ticket. He doesn't have to stand here for 10 minutes and berate me and say he's trying to keep
He
the
also
road
said
safe.
You didn't want to do anything until I got here. And I'm sorry.
I didn't say. Wait, repeat that. Can you repeat that?
He said you didn't want to do anything until
I didn't want to do anything?
Are you going to let me talk?
Well, I can't hear you. He said he didn't want to, or I didn't want to.
He said you wouldn't do anything until a supervisor came here. So
I
now
would-
I'm here.
I wouldn't do anything until a supervisor, or he
That's what I
wouldn't.
was told, yes.
What are you talking about? I don't have authority here to do anything. What are you talking about? I call the shots now? I am listening.
I am
listening. I asked for a supervisor because he asked me 4 times if I've been drinking. I said, stop asking me the same question. I've already answered it. Then he starts asking me the same questions over and over again. And I said, I have not been drinking. I've been working for 15 hours. I'm staring at the computer. Maybe that's why my eyes are glossy. I'm working.
Well, he's just trying to do his job.
Yeah, but when you ask 4 times and I say no every
Because
time.
people lie to us all the time.
Okay, well then I said, take me to the hospital and do a blood test. He said, well, we can do that. So why for 10 minutes is he going to assume I'm lying? I mean, for an hour, 2 hours? Yeah, people lie to you all the time. So hold me for 10 days because you think I'm lying. I mean, come on. At what point does it stop? At what point does it stop?
He's writing me a ticket.
Yeah, but 10 minutes later, I'm freezing. Why do I have to wait in the cold for 10 minutes for him to say, I'm doing a test on you. I'm doing a test on you. No, you're not. You're not doing shit to me. My taillights are out. I just traded the car in today. I'm a dealer. I didn't know they were out. This is the first time I've turned on the headlights. So my fault. I'll get them fixed. I'll go to court with the receipt, and the judge will probably let it go. He could have just given me a fucking warning, but he wants to give me a DUI. He wants to arrest me. You guys.
It's not necessarily what he wants.
He's escalating.
He's trying to do his job.
What's his job?
His job specifically?
Yeah.
He's a traffic safety officer.
Okay. What was I doing unsafe other than the lights?
Okay. Well, he pulls you over because your lights aren't on.
Yeah.
And then your eyes are glassy.
Are my eyes
Right,
glassy?
This time of night, in this area where we get numerous DUIs,
Okay.
he's going to question you.
But I wasn't swerving, and he questioned me 4 times, and I said no 4 times. At what point does he say, okay, maybe he's telling the truth? I wasn't swerving. I'm not swaying. Do you think I'm drunk? In your professional opinion, am I drunk?
I have no idea. I'm not even close to you. I'm not even smelling it.
He didn't smell me either. In your professional opinion, am I intoxicated?
I have no idea.
Your opinion. He has no idea either.
Do you want to do some field sobriety tests?
Fuck no, I don't want to do it. Why? Do you want to do some? Have you been drinking? Are you on cocaine? Have you? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll call internal affairs.
That's a little ridiculous.
Cops lie all the time. I mean, let's play the same game. 3 cops for nothing. For nothing. It's a fucking joke.
I was called.
Yeah, because he was being
wanted me here.
because he was
And now
being
you
a
don't wanna
dick.
listen to me.
He was being a fucking dick. That's why I wanted you here.
He's just doing his job.
He's not doing his job. Write me a ticket for the lights. Don't. 15 minutes later. What about earlier? I'm standing in the cold. I'm fucking freezing. My girlfriend's waiting at the Cavalier. She needs a ride. She's probably in danger now.
So your lights aren't on. You're in an area where we get lots of DUIs.
Gotcha.
Are you
Gotcha.
listening to me? Just let me talk. All
We've
right?
already, you're repeating what's already been established.
I can't talk.
You have nothing to say.
I have lots to say, but you don't want to listen.
Finish.
I'm done.
I'll give you 10 seconds to finish. Yeah, because you have nothing to say.
You're not running the show.
You obviously. Speak your mind. Tell me what you want to say. You're done. Yeah, because you have nothing to say.
No, because you won't let me talk.
Talk.
No, you're going to continue to talk over me.
I promise you I won't talk. I'll give you 3 minutes. Because you're not saying anything. Go ahead. You have permission to talk. Fucking bullshit, man. Cavalier's closed. You got 3 young ladies in dresses out there. They're probably getting harassed. They're probably freezing. They're in danger. Can you radio police to go to the Cavalier and make sure these girls are okay? Do you want to talk now?
No, I'm done.
Yeah. Great supervisor. Great job. Talk to me. Well, I'm giving you opportunity. You keep on saying I'm interrupting you because you have nothing to say. Talk. I'm going to be quiet for 10 seconds and let you talk.
It's going to take 4 seconds.
I'll 10 minutes. I'll give you 10 minutes. You got the floor. 10 minutes.
I tried to tell you that he pulled you over for a legal reason. Okay? You're in an area where we have numerous drunk drivers. Your eyes are glassy. So he's going to ask you questions. That's his job. That's all he's doing. You said you didn't want to do anything until I got here. You requested me here. And I came from 800 block of short drive. So now I'm here. He's writing you a ticket. You're going to be leaving. Does that answer all your questions?
That was what was so important for you to tell me when I was interrupting you. Great speech. Great speech. Stellar job. Stellar job. You know I'm going to get these fixed, and I'm going to go to the court, and the judge is going to dismiss it, right? So why are you wasting everybody's fucking time? I know why. They want me to act up so they can arrest me. They want to get some charges against me, right? Am I right? They want to escalate.
Right. Obviously, you don't want to escalate. Just take a deep breath. You're going to be on your way soon.
In the first 5 minutes, I was taking a deep breath. I was being calm. Now I'm standing outside for 15 minutes. I'm supposed to get angry.
You're supposed to get angry.
Yeah, I am. 15 minutes in the cold, 20 minutes in the cold, 22 minutes in the cold. For fucking taillights?
I mean, I think cursing at a bunch of grown men is a little escalating. I mean, would you like it if someone came to your job and started cussing you out? I wouldn't give them reason to. You never know. What if they just felt that you were disrespectful? What if? If you say what if, whatever's behind it is false. What if they felt that you were disrespecting them? And then they just started cussing you out? That's not. Then I'd kick them out. I'd tell them to get the fuck off my property.
Hey, sir. So I'll offer you one more thing. All right, it's called the preliminary breath test. What? All right, so it's a portable breathalyzer.
I'm not doing it.
You want to do that?
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I'm not doing it. You have no reason.
I'm just asking if you
have
want
no
to
reason. And I'm telling you no.
Okay, that's fine.
Put my tag back. Give me my ID. Give me my ticket. And get the fuck away from me. He's still trying to get me on a DUI. Is this what you guys do?
You can offer it to you. There's nothing wrong with offering.
I've told him at least 10 times. I'm not doing any tests. I haven't had one drink. Probably in 6 days I haven't had a drink.
False liquor claims, zero de-escalation, and fists labeled compliance reveal how fast an encounter can shift from sidewalk chat to civil rights lawsuit. Keep recording, cite the statute, and demand badges because without unblinking footage, the punch never happened and the lie becomes the record. Sunlight stays the best disinfectant. Let it pour.